What's up, y'all? This is Duana, aka Glamazon1026, and welcome back to the Glam Room. Today, we're going to be doing a Valentine's Day nail tutorial that I'm sure will give you extreme hard eyes. We're going to get started, and we'll be using the Valentino Crystal Clear and Bare Me acrylics. I'm going to put on a nail dehydrator, primer, and the orally rubberized base coat before I start sculpting these nails. We're also going to be using the Plugged Acrylics monomer today. And we're going to be sculpting these nails, so we're going to use these nail forms and just affix them to our natural nail and pinch them so that we can get a stiletto shape. I also got a new brush. This is the Acrylic number 12 brush, so this is the biggest brush that I've used. And I actually really like it. I picked it up because they're a little bit cheaper than alpha brushes, and I really wanted to try them, especially since they're on Amazon and I can get them quicker than I can get an alpha brush. So right now we're just going in with the clear layer to sculpt the nail. I did the free edge first, and then I'm going to go back and cover up the natural nail and push it down towards the cuticle so that we don't have any flooding. And then I'm just going to build up the thickness of the tip so that it's not too flimsy. Once we finish with the base, we're going to go in with Bare Me, and this is going to go all over this nail from cuticle to tip. And I just thought this was a really nice, pretty pink color, perfect for Valentine's Day. Once we finish shaping that nail, I'm going to go in with these heart glitter pieces. They're kind of mixed, so they're big ones and medium-sized ones and little ones. And first I put too much on, so I'm just kind of taking some of them off and then going in one at a time and putting like a dark pink and a light pink, so that we'll have some dimension in the glitter. And then after that, we're going to encapsulate it with the clear. Y'all, this is the best encapsulation I did. There are no parts poking out at all on any of the nails. Anyway, so after we sculpt the second nail, we're going to go in with Bare Me, and this is also going to be on the entire nail. But this nail will not have any glitter on it whatsoever. The third nail is going to be all clear, so we're going to sculpt it and build the nail with the Valentino clear. And then when we're finished that, we're going to put the dark pink and light pink glitter all over it so that we have a nice contrast. When you're doing chunky glitter, take them up one by one and place them where you want them to go. I think that's the best way to get them looking nice. And after we finish putting it down, we're just going to encapsulate the entire thing. For the pointer finger, we are going to do a half Bare Me, half clear. So the cuticle portion, natural nail portion, is going to be in Bare Me, and then the tip is going to be clear. It's not necessarily going to be an ombre because we're going to break this up by putting glitter diagonally down the divide. And then after we finish that, we're going to encapsulate it as well. The thumb is exactly the same as the pinky, Bare Me from cuticle to tip with glitter on the tip, and then we're just going to encapsulate that. So this is how they all look once they've been taken off the nail forms. This is before they are filed. And this is after they have been filed, shaped, and buffed. So right now I'm going to use the Glitter Bells top coat in glossy and the Candy Lover matte top coat. So the matte nail is going to be the complete bare me nail, and then the glossy top coat is going to go over all the fingers that have glitter. Over and under, because we want this to be supremely see-through. And then they're going to go into the nail lamp for 60 seconds. When we're finished, we're going to take the Poochie's Nails pudding gel, and this is in the shade 057, along with this Beetles brush that I got from Amazon, and we're going to freehand some hearts. This took me a long time. I wiped them off a few times. I'm used to drawing hearts, but I'm not used to drawing them on my fingers, so it was kind of difficult. And the pudding polish is a very thick consistency, so it didn't move like a gel paint would, but this was the color I wanted, so that's why I used this one. If you mess up, you can go in with another brush and some acetone and just clean up your lines a little bit. So that's what you see me doing here with this center heart. You can also feel free to do one heart at a time and then sweater weather nail it and then do the next heart, so that if you make one perfect, you don't have to keep going over it and messing it up. Anyway, I'm just going to add some smaller filled in hearts with this dotter tool to kind of fill up the space. And then just some polka dots, because I felt like it still was a little bit too bare. And I like the way the polka dots came out, actually. And then you're going to put clear acrylic all over that, stick it in the nail lamp for 60 seconds. And this is how it looks when it's all done. So right now I'm applying the Love by Verdi cuticle oil on it, and we're gonna rub that in. And this is the finished look. I love these nails. I especially love that middle finger. I think it is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I'm not even a pink girl, but these nails are super cute. I love them. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up down below and tell me which nail is your favorite. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at glamazon1026. Make sure you click that notification bell so that you can be a part of the Glam fam and know exactly when I upload. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.